Hello, bankers. A very good evening to all of you. Welcome back. So, guys, in this particular session, we are going to discuss our unit number 27, which is all about financial regulators and their role. Okay, so that means in this particular session, we are going to talk about the major functions and responsibilities are placed by RBI, SEBI, IRDA, PFRDA, and other institutions also. All right. So today's topic is about Indian financial system, regulators, and their role itself. Right. So these are the unit number 27, okay, and this is the course content. Role of financial sector regulators. Then we have regulators which include RBI. Then we have SEBI, we have IRDA, and we have PFRD. So these are the four regulators, primary regulators. Apart from this, also we will talk about the FSDC and other some institution which have given in your course content itself, right? तो ये सारे आपके जो रेगुलेटर्स हैं इनके प्राइमरी रोल, इनकी एक्टिविटीज या अदर्स जिनको आज के सेशन में हम लोग आपका डिस्कस करने वाले हैं, ठीक है. वेरी इजी वन एंड easy and understandable. Again, you can expect 1 marks question based on the role and responsibilities of these particular institutions. So we will start our today's session with very first question on your screen. Which of the following is not a core function of RBI as a financial regulator? So the first question is based on RBI itself. तो RBI का कौन सा रोल नहीं है? So regulating the forex exchange market and managing currency stability. So RBI is generally known as custodian to forex or foreign exchange. That means this comes under the RBI functions. Supervising pension funds and ensuring their sustainable growth. This comes under the purview of PFRDA, Pension Fund Regulatory Development Authority of India. So this is incorrect about RBI. So option B. Implementing monetary policy to control inflation and economic growth. Overseeing asset reconstruction companies, ARCs, to resolve non-performing asset. Yeah. So ARCs, all the registered ARCs, they also comes under the RBI purview, right? So what will be your correct answer? Option B, which is incorrect about the responsibilities of RBI itself. So RBI is responsible for monetary policy implementations, currency regulation, forex market supervision, and financial stability. Uh, PFRDA, which is responsible for your pension funds and all, right? So if you talk about the RBI functions, role and functions, same. So RBI undertake numerous activities all related to nation's financial sector, encompassing and extending beyond the functions of this. So it include monetary authority. RBI work as a monetary authority, issuer of currency, bankers and debt manager for government of India to government of India, bankers to bank, regulators of banking system, manager of forex, custodian of foreign exchange, maintaining financial stability, regulator and supervisor of payment and settlement system act, and development rule. Okay, so these are some major or the core areas which are generally get performed through the RBI itself, and we all are aware about these particular things. This is one of the simplest question. So I hope you get this particular thing clearly, right? तो पहला क्वेश्चन आपका आरबीआई के फंक्शंस के ऊपर. We will practice a few more questions. ठीक है. So which of the following best describe the primary role of RBI in ensuring financial system stability? ठीक है. So RBI generally known as to manage the overall financial system and to have some sort of stability in our existing system. So which of the following is correctly matched with this particular one? So what will be your correct answer? Facilitating growth of private banking, maintaining financial stability, ensuring sound financial institutions, providing direct credit to economic, no, controlling, no. So what will be your correct answer? Maintaining financial stability and ensuring sound financial institutions. That is the right one about this particular one. Again, very easy question. Next one. So basically, the main objective of RBI is maybe stated following. जैसे to maintain monetary stability, such that the business and economic life of the country can deliver the welfare gain of a mixed economy, to maintain financial stability and ensure sound financial institution so that economic unit can conduct their business with confidence, to maintain stable payment system so that financial transaction can be safely and efficiently executed, to ensure that credit allocation by financial system broadly reflect the national economic priorities and social concern, to regulate the overall volume of money and credit in the economy, which is all about the money supply. Okay. To ensure the reasonable degree of price stability, to promote the development of financial market and system to enable itself to operate or regulate. Okay. So these are some core activities or core functions or the major objectives of RBI itself. Okay. Very easy one. And for that sake, RBI have so many acts which we have already discussed in our past also. Okay. Like two core act, BR Act for the supervision of banking system, and RBI Act who generally give power to RBI. But apart from this also, like act like FEMA, Foreign Exchange Management Act 1999, Payment and Settlement System Act 2007, and other also. Okay, so they have given right to RBI to make a balance or to create financial stability in our economy itself, right? Next one. What was the primary objective behind introduction of SDF, Standing Deposit Facility, in 2022? So see, SDF is similar to reverse repo rate. Okay? So reverse repo rate के बारे में हम लोग जानते हैं. Reverse repo rate is like the rate at which commercial bank they generally deposit their surplus money with RBI. So the cash flow is generally commercial bank to RBI, and RBI provides security in that particular case. ठीक है, collaterals basically. ठीक है, तो रिवर्स रेपो रेट में क्या होता है? कमर्शियल बैंक दे डिपॉजिट देयर एक्सेस मनी विद आरबीआई एंड आरबीआई प्रोवाइड कोलेटरल अगेंस्ट दैट पर्टिकुलर against those particular deposits. ठीक है, so it is the tool basically through which RBI आपका जो मार्केट का मनी सप्लाई है उसको कम करने की कोशिश करते हैं, उसके लिए इसको यूज कर रहा होता है. ठीक है, सो एंड if you talk about the SDF also, yeah, so that is the same definition where commercial bank deposit their surplus money with RBI, but it is without collateral and the rate is आपका like it is much higher, just double of the kind of your reverse repo rate. ठीक है, so एक आपका कोलेटरल के साथ है तो इंटरेस्ट रेट कम है, दूसरा आपका विदाउट कोलेटरल है एसडीएफ आपका जो इंट्रोड्यूस किया गया, तो जिससे लाइक अगर हमें मार्केट से मनी को या जो एक्सेस मनी है उसको कंट्रोल करना है, सो दिस टूल इज काइंड ऑफ सुटेबल. ठीक है, so to provide bank with an alternative to marginal standing facility, no. MSF is like cash flow is RBI to commercial bank for overnight borrowings, and it is for kind of the tool under which bank they can borrow for emergency fund or the ultra short term requirement which is overnight. ठीक है, to observe excess liquidity from banking system without requiring collateral. So this is a true answer. ठीक है, I hope you get this particular thing. आगे जाने की जरूरत भी नहीं है हमें. ठीक है, so yes, so आपका SDF was introduced to help RBI to observe surplus liquidity without offering government securities as collateral. It enhances monetary policy effectiveness by mopping up excess funds from bank to control inflation itself. It is similar to reverse repo rate, but the only thing is reverse repo rate is without collateral and this is with collateral. Okay, that's why RBI offer higher interest in this in case of SDF itself, right? Next one. Which of the following action by RBI is most directly aimed at reducing systemic risk in the financial system? I hope you guys are aware about this risk called systemic risk. Systemic risk is basically it is failure of one bank lead to failure of other bank or other financial institution, as it happened in with global financial crisis 2007-8. ठीक है, तो global financial crisis में क्या हुआ था? लेमन ब्रदर बैंक आपका which was one of the largest bank from US. ये डिफॉल्ट हुआ, सो इट लीड डिफॉल्ट टू अदर स्मॉल बैंक ऑल्सो, ठीक है। ऐसा क्यों? बिकॉज स्मॉल बैंक दे हैव देयर डिपेंडेंसी ऑन लार्जर बैंक। अब ये बड़ा बैंक डिफॉल्ट हुआ तो ये ऑटोमेटिकली आपका डिफॉल्ट होना स्टार्ट हुआ। दिस इज जनरली नोन एज it is generally called ripple effect, ठीक है। So it created a ripple effect, and contagion effect is like which impact to other economies also, ठीक है। तो अब यहाँ पे ऐसा ना हो, for that sake what Basel 3 or BCBS committee, Basel Committee on Banking Supervision, they suggest, they come up with a concept called DSIB or GSIB, Global Systematically Important Bank. In India, it is DSIB, Domestic Systematically Important Bank. Okay, so these larger banks like SBI, ICICI, and SDFC, they have to maintain or they have to keep some additional capital compared to which is applied to the normal bank itself. ठीक है, like let's say SBI को सबसे ज़्यादा capital maintain करना पड़ता है. That is reason being कि that is one of the largest bank in India. ठीक है, अगर उसको कुछ होता है, that means there is short recession or failure of the entire banking system itself, right? So इसके लिए even during that particular period, we to meet with this liquidity things, so we come up with LCR, liquidity coverage ratio. We come up with NSFR. We come up with काउंटर साइक्लिकल बफर्स, ठीक है, कि अगर आपके गुड टाइम में जब आपका अच्छा बिजनेस इकोनॉमी बूम पे है तो एडिशनल बफर क्रिएट करो, सो वी कैन यूज दैट अमाउंट फॉर अ बैड टाइम, ठीक है। इसके अलावा आपका काउंटर साइक्लिकल बफर्स और सीसीबी वाज देयर, ठीक है। तो ये बहुत सारी चीजें आपका जो यहाँ पे लाई गई, ठीक है। सो इम्पोजिंग कैप ऑन फॉरेन डायरेक्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट, नो। Implementing Basel 3 norms, including capital adequacy and liquidity buffers, which include जैसे आपका काउंटर साइक्लिकल बफर्स है, ठीक है, या फिर आपका आपका CAR प्लस है, ठीक है। इसके अलावा जैसे आपका LCR का रिक्वायरमेंट्स है, NSFR आपका NSFR, तो these were the recommendations during that particular period, which created an additional layer on your CRR itself, CAR itself, ठीक है, जिसको हम CRAR के नाम से जानते हैं, ठीक है। So this was the take which is generally done by the uh, which is also adopted by RBI to protect from any kind of systemic risk itself, right? तो जिसमें आपका जैसे हाँ यहाँ पे mentioned है, ठीक है, कैपिटल जैसे earlier we have the CAR, ठीक है, कैपिटल एडिकेसी रेशियो या CRAR जिसको हम इंडिया में बोलते हैं, it was 9%. So what we did, we have done a capital हायर कैपिटल रेशियोज जिसमें आपका जिसमें आपका था CCB, ठीक है, सो दैट वाज 2.5%, एंड अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट आल्सो वी क्रिएटेड वन अनदर बफर दैट इज काउंटर साइक्लिकल बफर्स, ठीक है, आपका 3% इन बेसिकली ऑन लिवरेज थिंग्स इन ऑल, ठीक है, leverage ratio, sorry, team, this was also suggested, but leverage ratio was one another of 3%, team. इसके अलावा we generally ask bank to maintain LCR, liquidity coverage ratio, or NSFR greater than at like with a ratio of greater than equal to 100%, team. So how we calculate LCR? High quality liquid asset divide by नेट कैश आउटफ्लो फॉर 30 कैलेंडर डेज, ठीक है। 30 दिन में जितना आपका पेबल्स है उससे ज्यादा का अमाउंट आप बफर बना करके चलेंगे एट ए टाइम, ठीक है। NSFR इज बेसिकली रिलेटेड टू सोर्सेज ऑफ फंड्स एंड एप्लीकेशन ऑफ फंड्स आपका, तो स्टेबल सोर्सेज ऑफ फंड्स यू हैव टू मेंटेन दोस पर्टिकुलर वन विद रिगार्ड टू योर आपका जो पेबल्स हैं, ठीक है। सो रिस्क मैनेजमेंट फ्रेमवर्क एंड ऑल, सो दीज वर काइंड ऑफ द थिंग्स व्हिच गेट अडॉप्टेड टू मीट these kind of economic crisis, ठीक है। According to SEBI regulation, so now the another regulator, which of the following actions can SEBI take to protect investor in the securities market? It can issue regulations specifying matters related to issue of capital and transfer of security. पहला ही सही है, ठीक है। It can prohibit any company from issuing prospectus or offer documents uh, soliciting money from the public. This can be done. Okay, अच्छा. It can specify condition under which an offer document may be issued. Yes, all of the above. ठीक है, ये सारे ही आपके क्या हैं, करेक्ट है, ठीक है। सो नाउ इट इज ऑल अबाउट पब्लिक इशू, ठीक है। तो जैसे क्या होता है, कोई कंपनी अपने आप को स्टॉक मार्केट के अंदर लिस्ट कर रही होती है, ठीक है। सो फर्स्ट दे हैव टू अप्लाई विद सिक्योरिटीज एंड एक्सचेंज बोर्ड ऑफ इंडिया, सेबी, ठीक है। सो सेबी विल डू द स्क्रूटनी थिंग्स, उनके जो डॉक्यूमेंट्स हैं या जो वी हैव ऑलरेडी रिक्वायरमेंट्स कि जैसे 3 साल में प्रॉफिट में होना चाहिए या इतने नंबर ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स होने चाहिए, अदर्स ऐसा सब कुछ, दैट इज ऑल्सो नोन एज द इंटायर बुक बिल्डिंग प्रोसेस, ठीक है। तो सबसे पहले दे अप्लाई टू सेबी, सिक्योरिटीज एंड एक्सचेंज बोर्ड ऑफ इंडिया के पास हो जाएंगे, ठीक है। सो इन दैट पर्टिकुलर केस, इफ anything is missing from the SEBI requirements, so SEBI do have right to kind of to disapprove that particular process, ठीक है। तो वो इनके हिसाब से आपका basically to protect the interest of investors, so they generally do these kind of activities। तो यहाँ पे क्या क्या requirements होंगे और क्या क्या चीजें आपकी जो disclosures होंगे and everything which is generally done by SEBI itself, ठीक है। So these all comes under this particular one. Prospectus is basically, this is the very first document which is generally introduced by company while they come while they go through that book building process or book building process, or it is also known as red herring prospect, ठीक है। This में basically after getting approval from SEBI they generally do some sort of advertisements कि हमारी कंपनी का आईपीओ इस डेट पे आने वाला है। एंड ये हमने एएफएम के अंदर बहुत डिटेल में डिस्कस किए थे इन सब चीज, इस पूरे प्रोसेस को, क्योंकि वहां पे बुक बिल्डिंग प्रोसेस कंपनी अकाउंट 1 के अंदर आपका पूरा है, ठीक है। तो प्रोस्पेक्टस फर्स्ट कंपनी विल काइंड मेक इट इज अ काइंड ऑफ एडवर्टीजमेंट डॉक्यूमेंट्स वेयर कंपनी विल लेट नो अबाउट देयर द अपकमिंग प्रोसेस कि हाँ इस डेट पे आएगा, दीज आर द मर्चेंट बैंकर्स, दिस इज आवर फ्लोर प्राइस, दिस विल बी द अपर प्राइस, दिस विल बी द प्रोसीड फ्रॉम दैट पर्टिकुलर इन्वेस्टमेंट, कहाँ पे हम इसको खर्च करेंगे, एवरीथिंग आपका, ठीक है। देन आपका सेकंड स्टेज होता है एप्लीकेशन बाय द इन्वेस्टर्स, प्रोस्पेक्टिव इन्वेस्टर्स, एंड द थर्ड वन इज अलॉटमेंट्स आपका, ठीक है। सो there are some functions, ठीक है। It is duty of board to protect the interest of investor in securities and to promote the development of and to regulate the securities market by, पहला आपका regulating the business of stock exchanges जितने भी हैं आपके, ठीक है, and other securities market। B आपका where we have two major responsibilities, registering and regulating the working of stock brokers, sub brokers, share transfer agents, bankers to issue an issue, trustee of the trust deed, registrar to an issue, merchant bankers, underwriters, portfolio managers, or any other participants in this particular market. Registering and regulating the working of depositories like NSDL, CDSL, depository participants like your bank, custodian of securities. Then we have foreign institutional investors, credit rating agencies also. C is registering and regulating the working of venture capital funds and collective investment schemes like mutual funds. D आपका promoting and increasing self-regulatory organizations like in case of mutual fund we have AMFI, Association of Mutual Funds in India, and others also. ठीक है। E आपका prohibiting fraudulent and unfair trade practices like insider trading. F is आपका monitoring investors education and training of intermediaries of securities market. G आपका prohibiting insider trading in securities. H आपका regulating substantial acquisitions of shares and takeover of companies as well, ठीक है। Insider trading I hope you all know, ठीक है, it is like very famous in corporate world। So it is like when any information before being public it got leaked, that is generally known as insider trading, ठीक है। If you are an active trader, I hope you know about some companies, जैसे आपका इन्फोसिस का जब भी रिजल्ट आता है, क्वार्टरली रिजल्ट आता है, तो उसका प्राइस जो मूवमेंट है ना, यू विल सी वेरी शार्प मूवमेंट इन द प्राइसेस ऑफ इन्फोसिस कंपनी, ठीक है, 10% ऊपर, 15% ऊपर। सो सपोज दैट अब लग एक मतलब अज्यूम करो यू हैव इन दैट इंफॉर्मेशन प्रायर लाइक बिफोर दैट इंफॉर्मेशन बीइंग पब्लिक, ठीक है। मतलब जैसे इन्फोसिस के बोर्ड में आपका कोई फ्रेंड है जिसने आपको इन्फॉर्मेशन पास ऑन कर दी, व्हाट यू विल डू, यू कैन मेक अनरियलिस्टिक प्रॉफिट फ्रॉम दैट पर्टिकुलर वन, ठीक है। अगर रिजल्ट अच्छे होने वाले हैं तो एक दिन पहले आप इन्फोसिस के बहुत सारे शेयर खरीद लोगे, ठीक है। जैसे ही आपका रिजल्ट अनाउंस होंगे दैट विल गो लाइक 15%, 20% अप, तो दैट मीन्स 15% या 10% का प्रॉफिट बनाने के लिए भी वी हैव टू वेट फॉर द इंटायर ईयर्स और 2 years, 3 years, ठीक है, दैट यू कैन मेक विद इन फर्स्ट ट्रेडिंग आवर ऑफ दैट रिजल्ट डे इटसेल्फ, राइट। तो ऐसी एक्टिविटीज आपका जो इलीगल है मार्केट के अंदर, ऐसी एक्टिविटीज को प्रिवेंट करना इज ऑल्सो जॉब ऑफ सेबी इटसेल्फ, ठीक है। कई बार आपके न्यूज में रहता है, ठीक है। Apart from this, power ऑफ सेबी टू रेगुलेट और प्रोहिबिट इशू ऑफ प्रोस्पेक्ट, जिसपे हमारा क्वेश्चन था, ठीक है। प्रोस्पेक्टस इज बेसिकली आपका जो ऑफर डॉक्यूमेंट्स कंपनीज के द्वारा, जब कोई कंपनी अपने आप को पहली बार मार्केट में लिस्ट कर रही होती है, ठीक है। ऑफर डॉक्यूमेंट और एन एडवर्टीजमेंट आर सॉलिसिटिंग मनी फॉर इश्यू ऑफ सिक्योरिटीज और बीइंग पब्लिक. So, without prejudice to a provision of Companies Act 1956, now it is 2013, SEBI may, for the protection of investor, they can do specify by regulators the matter relating to issue of capital, transfer of securities, and other matter incidental thereto, and the manner in which such matters shall be disclosed by the companies itself. Okay? So these are kind of, according to this, you have to meet with the requirements of SEBI, okay, before coming or before being public. Okay? By journal or special order, okay, prohibit any company by issuing prospectus and offer document or advertisement soliciting money from the public for the issue of securities, or specify the conditions subject to which the prospectus, such offer documents or advertisement document, if not prohibited, may be issued. Okay? So without prejudice of to the provisions of section 21 of SEBI Act 1956, sorry, Securities Contract Regulation Act, Securities Contract Regulation Act 1956, 42 of 1956, SEBI may specify the requirement for listing and transfer of securities and other matter incidental thereto. So basically the requirements about that particular companies, like if before being public, you have to meet with these particular requirements. If you are not meeting those particular requirements, SEBI can put some sort of stay, or like they can reject your application. Then that means you cannot raise funds from the capital market. ठीक है, चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. Under what conditions SEBI prohibit a company from issuing a prospectus, offer document, or advertisement? One team. If a company has not obtained approval from Ministry of Finance, नहीं यहाँ पे सेबी ही आपका डिसअप्रूव करेगा, ठीक है. If SEBI issue journal or special order prohibiting the such issues, so this generally comes under the power or preview of SEBI itself. ठीक है. So SEBI has the authority to prohibit a company from issuing securities related documents through a journal or special order. Journal और special order जो भी हमने यहाँ पे देखे थे, ठीक है. This is आपका and this is आपका, ठीक है. मतलब जनरल स्पेशल और दिस इज द specified regulations also. ठीक है. Next one, how does SEBI regulatory framework for alternative investment funds, AIFs, contribute to financial stability? So there are lot many AIF which generally get licensing from SEBI itself, and they are generally working as a kind of mediators or participants in this particular market. Okay. So by ensuring that only public sector entities know, by setting minimum capital requirements, yes, there are minimum capital requirements. It depend on industry to industry also, or business type to business, and investment restrictions to reduce speculative risk. आपका, ठीक है, 100% true. SEBI regulate alternative investment funds by setting capital requirements, restricting speculative investment, and defining investment categories like category 1, 2, 3. ये आपका जैसे हमने डिस्कस किया था ना, maximum right that generally belongs to आपका category 1 itself. ठीक है. Which of the following was a key reason for merging the Forward Market Commission (FMC) with SEBI in 2015? So in the year or during the budget 2015-16, government or Ministry of Finance, they generally propose कि we will merge FMC into SEBI, and it happened during the month of September 2015 onwards. So FMC, which till that time, it used to regulate the commodities derivative. ठीक है. तो आपका से अभी like right now commodities derivative are also get regulated by SEBI itself. But इससे पहले आपका जो commodities derivative का regulation था वो किसके द्वारा था? We have one separate regulator which is known as FMC. But ये आपका जो commodities derivatives है और जो equity derivatives या others, तो सेबी की तरह ही वो आपका काम कर रहे थे. वी जस्ट हैव वन एडिशनल नंबर. ठीक है. तो कहीं ना कहीं एक यूनिफॉर्मिटी लेके आने के लिए व्हाट गवर्नमेंट डिड और दे प्रपोज the merger of these particular one. Okay? To bring uniformity and strong regulatory oversight in both securities and commodity market only will be right answer for this one. Okay? So before 2015, commodities derivative were regulated by FMC. The merger of FMC with SEBI brings securities and commodity market under a unified regulatory framework, which is SEBI, ensure stronger oversight and preventing मार्केट मैनिपुलेशंस. ठीक है, तो सारी चीजें आपका आप सभी के अंदर ही आपकी होती है. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट वन. What was the primary objective of Malhotra Committee? So Malhotra Committee was related to insurance, development of insurance in our country. It was founded in 1993, and based on Malhotra Committee recommendation itself, we form a regulatory body which is known as IRDA, Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India Act 1999, and it will start working from April 2000. Okay? So, to nationalize all private insurance companies, no. To create more efficient and competitive financial system, particularly for insurance sector. Okay? So, Malhotra Committee was established to reform the insurance sector and make it more efficient and competitive within the overall financial system. Okay? And with recommendation of Malhotra Committee itself, we pass an act and we build up one separate regulatory body for this one. Okay? So Malhotra Committee objective and recommendation, very important guys, very important. Okay? So with a view, I guess we have discussed this particular one with insurance product in your module D itself. Okay? So with a view to reforming the insurance sector and providing direction to it, the central government formed a committee in 1993 headed by former Finance Secretary and RBI Governor R.N. Malhotra. The reform were aimed at creating a more efficient and competitive financial system suitable for the requirement of the economy, keeping in mind the structural changes currently underway and recognizing that insurance is an important part of the overall financial system where it was necessary to address the need and similar reforms. The task set out before the committee were to suggest, these are the key objective to building this particular committee, to suggest the structure of insurance industry, to assess some strength and weakness of insurance companies, to make recommendations for changing structure of insurance industry, to make specific suggestion regarding LIC and GIC with a view to improving their functioning, to make recommendations on regulation and supervision. So these were the expectations from the this particular committee. तो basically इन areas के ऊपर आपका इनको study करने के लिए आपका build up किया गया था. Then with the recommendation of this only, we come up with the IRDA Act. इन्होंने आपका recommendation किया and we form one separate regulators that is generally known as आपका IRDA itself, and they also come up with some sort of suggestions like a prudential requirement for this one thing and how we can focus on interest, how to protect the interest of customers in this particular market. So there are so many requirements or suggestions which are generally given by this particular committee itself. Okay? How does IRDA contribute to consumer protection in the insurance sector? By by ensuring that only government-owned insurance companies operate, no, by regulating insurance companies and ensuring fair practices policy holders. So very easy one. C will be right answer. Next one. Duty, power, and functions of IRDA. Okay. So IRDA has the duty to regulate, promote, and ensure orderly growth of insurance business and reinsurance business. The power and function of IRDA are, so these are this is the list. Issuing to applicant a certificate of registration. Applicant means आपका insurance company is not in. Renew, modify, withdraw, suspend, or cancel such registration. Protection of the interest of policy holders. Specifying requisite qualifications. qualification, code of conduct, practical training for intermediary or insurance intermediaries and agents team, specifying the code of conduct for surveys or loss assessors. ठीक है, survey जो आपका like based on the surveyors or loss assessor, based on these particular one only we decide the premium, or actuaries they generally do the calculation of the premium itself. ठीक है, promoting efficiency in conduct of insurance business, promoting and regulating professional organization connected with the insurance and reinsurance. Then we have living fee and other charges, ceiling for information from undertaking inspections of, conducting inquiries and investigation, including audit of the insurer, intermediaries and all. They are calling for the information from or undertaking inspections or this, तो जैसे RBI करता है on bank, बस same आपका IRDA do it on insurance companies. Control and regulation of the rate advantages, term and conditions that may be offered by the insurance in respect of general insurance, ठीक है, specifying the form and manner in which book of accounts shall be maintained and statement of accounts shall be rendered by the insurance companies, ठीक है, their final reports and all, ठीक है, regulating investment of funds by insurance companies, regulating maintenance of the margin of solvency team, education of dispute between insurer and intermediaries, and supervising the functioning of the tariff advisory committee itself. So these are the functions which are generally performed by IRDA itself. So anything related to insurance, so उससे related आपके सारे activities which are generally governed and supervised by this particular regulators. ठीक है, next one. Under IRDA regulation, which of the following is a mandatory solvency requirement for insurance companies in India? So, maintaining a solvency margin of 150% to ensure financial stability. First one is right. Investment of 100% policyholders in government securities. No, it is not mandatory. Holding a minimum capital adequacy. आपका no. Allocating a fixed percentage premium income in rural insurance. No. Option A is the right answer for this one. Yes. So IRDA mandate that insurance companies maintain a solvency margin of at least 150%, ensuring they have adequate reserve to meet policyholder claim. B was incorrect. Insurance companies must diversify investment, not allocate 100% government securities. Capital adequacy ratio are used in banking, not in insurance companies. While rural insurance is increased, it is not solvency requirement itself, right? Next one. What is the primary aim of PFRDA, Pension Fund Regulatory Development Authority of India? Now, name itself tell about the workings. So, to provide direct pension payments, no. To promote old age income security by establishing, developing and regulating pension funds. ठीक है, तो नाम से clear होते हैं. The pension funds regulatory and development authority of India aimed to ensure old age income security by regulating pension funds and protecting subscribers interest itself. ठीक है, तो जैसे आपका सेबी है इन केस ऑफ आपका कैपिटल मार्केट, आरबीआई इन केस ऑफ बैंकिंग, सिमिलरली फॉर द पेंशन बिजनेस वी हैव आपका पीएफआरडीए. ठीक है, सो द परमिसिबल द प्रीएम्बल ऑफ पीएफआरडीए state that aim of authorities to promote old age income security by establishing, developing regulation pension funds to protect the interest of subscribers to a scheme of pension funds and for matter connected therewith or incidental thereto. The role played by PFRDA under team. तो जो इसकी preamble आपकी है जो प्रस्तावना है उसमें they have mentioned this exact line and all. So to promote a pension scheme in the country by fostering mandatory as well as voluntary pension schemes, National Pension System (NPS), both Tier 1 and Tier 2 are under the preview of PFRDA and are regulated by the same. ठीक है, तो पेंशन प्रोडक्ट्स, ठीक है, मॉड्यूल डी, हमने जहाँ पे पढ़े थे पेंशन प्रोडक्ट आपका, वी हैव डिस्कस और लाइक वी हैव डिस्कस अबाउट दीज डिफरेंट डिफरेंट स्कीम्स और पीएफआरडीए एस्टेब्लिशमेंट फंक्शंस आल्सो, ठीक है। पीएफआरडीए परफॉर्म द फंक्शन ऑफ अपॉइंटमेंट, तो वहाँ पे जो टॉपिक है ना डी के टॉपिक इज लाइक को टू द products or services what we generally deliver to our customers. Here it is about the regulatory things, आपका background उनका जो है वो पूरा, ठीक है। So PFRDA perform the function of appointing various intermediary agencies like pension fund managers, central record keeping agencies, point of presence agencies and all, ठीक है। Educating the general public and stakeholders about the importance of pension, ठीक है। Training of intermediaries, addressing grievances, addressing and resolving dispute between various intermediaries also, right? Next one. What is the primary objective, the pension, PFRDA? So PFRDA का primary objective, so that we have gone through the जो इसकी preamble जो आपकी है, ठीक है, उसी में आपका mention किया गया था, ठीक है। So managing foreign नहीं, overseeing pension funds and ensuring sustainable retirement income system. So that is kind of the right answer for this one, ठीक है। Next one. Which of the following is not a function of PFRDA? Appointing various intermediary agencies like PF, this educating the public and stakeholders about the insurance importance of pensions, yes. Managing bank account, no, okay. Managing bank account, addressing the grievance related to various pension schemes, true, okay. So आपका C will be right answer. Next one. Which of the following regulatory changes significantly improve transparency and investor confidence in India's capital market? ठीक है, तो फिर से अब थोड़ा सा मिक्स क्वेश्चन आपको मिलेंगे। सो वन बाय वन हमने सारी चीजें डिस्कस की हैं, थोड़ा सा मिक्स क्वेश्चन कर लेते हैं, ठीक है। The introduction, regulatory changes significantly improve transparency and investors' confidence in India's capital market. ठीक है, तो अब देखो, this is not about the capital market rates आपका, ठीक है। SEBI, which is capital market regulate, which mandate require listed companies to report financial report within 30 days of the quarter end, ठीक है। जैसे let's say there is a company who like they say आपका first quarter which got ended like April, May, June. तो July within 31st July, 30th July you have to present your data with SEBI, ठीक है। जो आपके interim reports होते हैं, condensed balance sheet, profit and loss account and cash flow statement, so that is you have to make it public, ठीक है। तो that is the things which generally comes under RBI which regulate banking system, IRDA which regulate insurance. तो logically भी ये question आपका solve हो जाता है, ठीक है। So SEBI financial disclosure regulations ensure timely and adequate reporting, improving investor confidence and market transparency. How does Financial Stability and Development Council (FSDC) contribute to India's financial regulator? So FSDC, which is chaired by the finance minister, ठीक है, तो इसको आपका finance minister chair करते हैं। See, all these financial regulators, they eventually comes under Ministry of Finance. तो आपका ये जितने भी regulators हैं और आपके दे आर वर्किंग अंडर मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ फाइनेंस, ठीक है। तो इन सब के बीच में इनका एक मीटिंग्स आपकी होती है, ठीक है, विच इज बेसिकली मंथली मीटिंग्स आपका, ठीक है, जहाँ पे दे रिपोर्ट टू फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर और दे डिस्कस द करंट इश्यूज इन डेवलपमेंट इन द मार्केट इटसेल्फ, ठीक है। सो FSDC contribute to India's financial market by implementing no by coordinating between various financial sector regulators, addressing systemic risk or any other challenge which is faced by the financial system. Okay? So FSDC act as the inter-regulatory body to identify systemic financial risk and ensure regulatory coordination between RBI, SEBI, PFRDA and IRDA itself. Okay? Which of the following regulatory mechanism ensure fair competition in India's banking and financial सर्विसेज, ठीक है। तो इसके लिए क्या होगा आपका CCI, ठीक है, कॉम्पिटिशन कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया, ठीक है। सो इट इज अबाउट एंश्योर फेयर कॉम्पिटिशन इन इंडियाज बैंकिंग एंड फाइनेंशियल सिस्टम, ठीक है। तो आपका CCI विल वर्क इन दिस केस। FBIL इज आपका दैट इज फॉर बॉन्ड एंड अदर रिलेटेड थिंग्स, प्रायोरिटी सेक्टर लैंडिंग्स, नो, yes. तो Competition Commission of India oversight on mergers and acquisition of financial sectors, ठीक है। So C will be right answer. Next one. What role does Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code (IBBI) play India's financial regulatory review? ठीक है, तो this is something आपका which we come up with in 2016 itself. ठीक है, तो जो आपकी NPAs या अदर्स उनसे रिलेटेड आपका काम करता है, ठीक है, इंसॉल्वेंसी एंड बैंकरप्सी, दीज टू थिंग्स, और इनके आपके रेजोल्यूशन आपका IBC कोड्स आर देयर, ठीक है, उनके थ्रू आपका सॉल्व होता है, ठीक है. So it oversee the restructuring and resolution of distressed companies under the IBC Code 2016. बिल्कुल सही, ठीक है. It regulate merger and acquisition of banking. It set monetary norms. तो ये आपका actually किससे related है? If any institution going through the insolvency and bankruptcy process, ठीक है, तो आपका liquidation या others इस situation में, so for that sake we have some code that is generally known as IBC, Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code itself. ठीक है. So the IBBI is responsible for implementing IBC's Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, which provide a structured mechanism for resolving distressed companies and financial institution. ठीक है. So this is it. तो गाइस ये हमारा काफी बड़ा एंड डिटेल डिस्कशन अबाउट द रोल ऑफ रेगुलेटर्स इन इंडियन फाइनेंशियल सिस्टम. ठीक है, तो लाइक दिस इज वन ऑफ द इजीएस्ट टॉपिक फ्रॉम योर मॉड्यूल सी. रीजन बीइंग वी ऑल आर अवेयर अबाउट दीज पर्टिकुलर इंस्टीट्यूशंस वेरी वेल. सो कहीं ना कहीं आपके लिए काफी आसान हुआ होगा चीजों को रिलेट करना. द ओनली थिंग इज लाइक व्हाट यू हैव टू डू, यू हैव टू प्रैक्टिस अ लॉट. ठीक है, तो जितना ज्यादा प्रैक्टिस करेंगे आपका उतनी ज़्यादा आपको ये चीज़ें याद रहेंगी. ठीक है, आई होप यू गेट दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग क्लियरली. स्टिल इफ यू हैव सम डाउट और क्वेरीज यू कैन कनेक्ट मी ओवर देयर. ठीक है, and I'll try my best to help you out with those particular concern also. And for module mock, now I'll recommend कि this is the best time to practice for module mock. ठीक है, so what you can do, you can access our courses on like if you'll open this JIB CIB prep. ठीक है, so what you will do, just go for this courses. ठीक है, videos are same. ठीक है, same like if you are comfortable with video learning only. ठीक है, आपको ऐसा लगता है कि यहीं से आप you will be able to recall these particular things and all. ठीक है, so I'll not recommend to go for these particular courses. But if you'll go for this, so there will be no differences in videos. ठीक है, that is for all. ठीक है, but हाँ, if you want to practice test is like कि how you'll get these particular things. You will get like module wise mock. ठीक है, first आपका module wise mix mock, module unit wise mock. ठीक है, and full mock, and these all things आपका. ठीक है, and if you really have this particular one, so do use this target 25 code and it will cost you 1000 rupees. ठीक है, I have seen like there are number of institution, they are selling just PDF for 1500. Do not get trapped in these kind of things. ठीक है, that is my personal recommendation. So see, you will get PDF and everything in this particular one, and even if you are comfortable with videos only ना, then you do not have to purchase anything. Just like जो आपका existing चीज चल रहा है उसी के थ्रू आप चीजों को तैयार करते रहिए. That is more than sufficient. All right. So आज के लिए आपका इतना ही करेंगे. Now I'll see you tomorrow. कल हम लोग फिर से आपका डिस्कशन करेंगे एक और नए टॉपिक के ऊपर. ऑलराइट, सो दिस इज इट फ्रॉम माय साइड गाइस. थैंक यू फॉर जॉइनिंग दिस सेशन, थैंक यू फॉर वाचिंग दिस सेशन. बाय बाय, टेक केयर ऑल, हैव अ नाइस डे एंड ऑल द वेरी बेस्ट फॉर योर प्रिपरेशन गाइस. थैंक यू.